Welcome. The cube of a number is the product of the number with itself 3 times. When a number is multiplied by itself in 3 places, then the result is the cube of that number. The sign is usually represented by a small raised 3 placed to the upper right of the number. Example, the cube of 4 is equal to 4 times 4 times 4, which is equal to 64. So, in squares of numbers, we have a number multiplied by itself, right? We have a number multiplied by itself, that's twice. But when we talk about cube, that number is multiplied by itself 3 times. 1 cube equals 1 times 1 times 1, which is equal to 1. 2 cube equals 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8. 3 cube equals 3 times 3 times 3, which is equal to 27. 4 cube equals 4 times 4 times 4, which is equal to 64. 5 cube equals 5 times 5 times 5, which is equal to 125. 6 cube equals 6 times 6 times 6, which is equal to 216. So when you multiply a number by itself in 3 places, the result is the cube of that number. The cube root of a number is a value that, when multiplied by itself 3 times, equals the original number. It is essentially the opposite operation of cubing that number. The sign for cube root is similar to square root. The difference is that cube root has a 3. There is a small 3 that is placed at the left-hand side of the sign. So whenever you see this sign, the sign represents cube root, right? The cube root of 8 is 2. The cube root of 125 is 5. The cube root of 343 is 7. The cube root of 1333 is 11, etc. Here are the steps you need to follow when finding the cube root of a number. First, express that number as the product of its prime factors. The second step, pick one factor from every 3 same factors and multiply to get the cube root. Just like we had done in the square root, we will first of all express that number as a product of its prime factors. Then you look out for similar factors. For every 3 same factors, we pick one because we are working with cube roots. For every 3 same factors, we will pick one. We will continue picking until we are done. Then we will multiply the numbers we have picked out to get the cube roots. Example 1. What is the cube root of 64? We will express 64 as a product of its prime factors. When that is done, we have 64 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. For the first batch of 2's, the first 3 2's, we pick 1. For the second batch of 3 2's, we pick 1. So the cube root of 64 is 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. Example 2. What is the cube root of 216? When we express 216 as a product of its prime factors, we will have that 216 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. From the first batch of 2's, we pick 1, 2. From the 3 3's, we pick 1, 3. So the cube root of 216 is 2 times 3, which is equal to 6. Alright, attempt the following class activity and send it in. Remember that you were not supposed to use a calculator. For the cube of numbers, please multiply out. For the cube root, express the number as a product of its prime factors and pick out one of 3 same factors. Please show all workings, snap and send. Thank you.